Hey guys, welcome to another Warlord Weekly. Today we're going to work on a single sword shot, and it's going to be based off of some of the concepts we've already covered or discussed a little bit, or that hopefully you're familiar with. So let's get right into it. Okay, like I said, today's going to be a single sword shot. Now, this shot is based on the idea that in a standard single sword fight, there are a lot of times in which we are going to throw inside or outside of the hand, right? For one, the fact that it's a safe shot. I don't know if you guys remember a couple weeks ago we discussed, throwing this shot in and how it gets a nice angle, but it stays very safe, right? And two, it's a common tactic to try to draw him out, right? If he's got a strong guard, or I'm worried if I go in that he's going to attack me, one of the first things that I might do is throw something to his hand to get him to respond so that I'm ready to counterattack, right? So it's a very common occurrence in a lot of high-end single sword fighting, and even in mid-range single sword fighting. There's going to be a lot of these shots to the hand, right? Meant as just safe shots until someone is drawn out of their guard, okay? So that's what we're going to start with, all right? What we're looking for is the person who begins to get complacent about our shots, okay? So if I'm throwing at Dusty and I throw inside like this and he comes back and attacks me like this, right? This is not the person I'm looking to throw this on. In fact, he's the one who is reacting properly to me to trying to bring him out, and I'm better off throwing something bam here, letting him come out, however it is, and trying to counter there, okay? Instead, we're gonna look to throw this on the person who's used to the fact that these shots are a little bit of throwaway shots. They're not necessarily meant to hit, and they're getting confident with just throwing blocks and ignoring them, okay? I throw outside, it's just a quick outside block, inside he blocks a little bit and he's ignoring it, okay? This is what I'm looking for when I start off with this shot, all right? The way this shot's gonna go is much like any other inside setup. We can start either with this underside in, or I like the shot that I showed a few weeks ago, that horizontal chop to the inside arm. We start with this, right? He's clearly got the block, but we're just doing this to set up a turn into a stab, okay? Now, let's look at the footwork of this because it is probably the most important part, okay? So as we're getting our range and we're moving back and forth, all right? My feet are gonna be set up in my standard thing. On this first shot, I'm going to take an advance with my front foot, but only about half of what I would normally do, right? I'm not stepping in like this. I'm going to step in just deep enough to get to the hand, boom, and I'm going to turn that back foot at the same time, all right? You can kind of see from where I'm at with my hips, I'm in line and set up for a nice lunge, okay? So when we step in, we're turning right here. From here, this is where we're very comfortable in stepping into a full lunge, okay? So we talked about the footwork. Let's talk about hand positioning, okay? You have a couple of options with this, right? If I throw in and he gets a pretty far inside block, like he's right now, he's pretty far inside. I don't have much of a step forward here. So with this far inside, I'm going to turn and rotate my hand, and I'm probably going to try to bring my other hand up to at least defend my shoulder, if not my arm as well, okay? If instead he keeps his block a little to the outside, right here, then from here I can do a straight lunge, which is actually going to be better if I can, because the big difference is look where I'm keeping my hand in position to where he is, okay? Right? So if I can keep my hand on the inside, that's what I would prefer to do because of the block. If he is over blocking it though, boom, step and rotate out, okay? So we're gonna turn and look at this on the other side. All right. So once again, remember who we're looking for. We're looking for the person who is just going to block that shot because they think it's a dump throwaway shot, right? So I'm looking for the guy who just turns like that, no big deal, he's just gonna block it, okay? Footwork now. I'm starting in this normal stance. This first shot, I took that step, turned my back foot to set into the ability to lunge, okay? That's the biggest step that you need to learn, right? Because the next step, super easy. Turn in and take it, right? So what we're practicing on this is going to be that quick, right there, okay? And then we step in. And once again, as you see it from this side, I'll show you the two different types of lunge. If he keeps a little farther out, right, I can step straight in like this while keeping my hand high in a good position to block with my sword, all right? If he over blocks it a little bit, all right, now I'm gonna rotate in and I'm gonna bring my other hand forward a little bit to give me a little safety, all right? All right, guys, that's it for today. See what y'all think. YouTube thing, like, subscribe. Have a good weekend. Hopefully it works great. Thanks.